Good morning, student. In previous lecture, we have completed measurement of resistance. Now coming to the next unit, that is potentiometer. Basically, a potentiometer is an instrument or a device which is used for the measurement of EMFs, potential difference, or voltage produced by the flow of known current in a network circuit. So its name also suggests that potential is derived from the potential difference we are measuring in a circuit. So we have to find the unknown EMFs or potential difference by using the known value of voltage reference source or like known EMFs. It is an instrument by which the unknown voltage is measured by comparing its value with the known voltages. The known voltage may be supplied by the standard cell or by any another voltage reference source. Now coming to the potentiometers are used extensively in measurement because of these conditions, because a high precision is required in the potentiometer and is very high as compared to any another deflection instrument like PMC or moving iron we have studied. It is important that no current should be drawn from the source under the measurement, like it is independent of the current flowing in the circuit. The current must be limited to the small value. Now the basic main advantages of this potentiometer are it is of very high accuracy because result obtained does not depend on the actual deflection of the pointer as in case of the deflection instruments like PMC and moving iron and others. It has no power consumption from the circuit containing the unknown EMFs when it is balanced because no current flows. The third one is determination of voltage by potentiometer is quite independent of the source resistance. So basically these three are the main advantages. We will come across these advantages by studying the potentiometers in detail. Now coming to the basic principle of operation of potentiometer. The potentiometer works on the principle by opposing the unknown EMF by the known EMF with the negative terminals of the two EMFs connected together. Here you can see this in this, and the positive terminals connected through the galvanometer as shown in this figure. Here we are going to measure the unknown EMF by using the known EMF, and the same terminals are connected with each other, and in the positive arm we are going to connect the galvanometer. Now basically we will going to vary this known EMF, or we are having the value of this known EMF until unless the galvanometer shows the null deflection. Here our unknown EMF value will be known, like that will be a similar of known EMF to the unknown EMF. Galvanometer gives no deflection if two EMFs are not equal. Sorry, the galvanometer gives no deflection when these two are get balanced out and the EMFs in both of these are equal. So there will be a no deflection in the galvanometer. For determination of unknown EMFs by the method describing above, the known EMF should be such that it can be varied to give the large number of known values, but this requirement cannot be made with this arrangement as shown in figure. We have to give the large number of known values because the unknown value can be from anywhere to anywhere. So that this unknown EMF should be varying at a large number of known values. So for that this method is not enough. The alternate arrangement is to correct the unknown EMF in parallel and in opposition with the voltage drop in the resistance is shown in figure. This is the alternative method for balancing the EMF. Here what we are doing, this is the unknown EMF and we are taking the resistance. Here the value of this resistance is known and we are uh, providing a voltage drop here which is known. So by balancing the potential difference here with this unknown EMF, we have the value of this unknown EMF. So basically we are comparing here. In previous case we are comparing the EMFs to EMF, but in this case we are comparing the EMF of this battery by the voltage drop across this resistor, the potential difference across this resistor. In this arrangement, it is very simple to vary the current in the resistor, and this obtained with very fine adjustment and any desired voltage drop by any battery source. The foregoing voltage drop may be determined by calibrating the resistor with the standard cell. So here the EMF will be depending upon the current in the resistor, and which can be adjusted accordingly. So when the galvanometer show the zero deflection, the EMF in the battery will be equals to the potential difference across this resistor. The types of potentiometers we are going to study in next lectures will be there are two types of potentiometer in the industry. First one is DC potentiometers, and second one is AC potentiometers. There are basically various types of DC potentiometer, like slide wire potentiometer, Crompton potentiometer, multi-range DC potentiometers, Vernier potentiometers, Brooke deflection potentiometers, self-balancing potentiometer. And in basically AC potentiometer we are having two types of potentiometer majorly that will be going to come in the exam, that is polar type potentiometer and a rectangular type potentiometers, rectangular coordinate type potentiometers. So here is the introduction of potentiometers. In next lecture we'll study the DC type potentiometers and some method of using this. For now I'm ending this lecture. For any query you can write me. The lecture notes of all the chapter is providing on the our college website. Till then, continue your lectures, stay healthy, stay safe.